Good morning, children. In the last class, we learned about the ray diagrams. Okay. We are learning about the ray diagrams of the lenses. That is about the convex lens. As we have seen the 6 positions. Okay. At infinity, beyond C, on C, between C and F, on F, between O and P, O and F. Excuse me. Okay, children. Therefore, in the last class already we learned how to draw the ray diagram when the object is placed at infinity as well as beyond C. Okay. When the object is placed at infinity, the image is formed at F. It forms a real image, inverted image and diminished image. In the same way, when the object is at beyond C, the image formed is a real image, inverted image, diminished image. Okay, children. Now today we will be learning about the ray diagram. A ray diagram of convex lens. When the object is placed on C. When the object is placed on C. As we are learning about the convex lens, this is the optic center, F1, C1, F2, C2. Object is on F. First rule, AB. First rule, when the third rule, when the light ray is traveling parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it passes through the focal point. And the second rule, when the light ray is passing through the optic center, it is undeviated. Therefore, where the image is formed? The image is formed exactly at C1. Okay. Therefore, here where the object is on C, the image is also on C. Therefore, what we can say? We can say that, okay, image is formed on C. Image is formed on C. It forms a real image. It forms an inverted image, and the size of image is equal to the size of the object. Size of the object, children. Okay. Yes. Okay. That means this is the ray diagram for the convex lens when the object is placed on C. When the object is placed on C, okay, the image is formed on C. Image is also formed on C, but as the size of the object is equal to the size of the image, okay, it forms a real image, it forms an inverted image, it forms the size of the image is equal to the size of the object. Okay, children. 4 characteristics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, children. Therefore, here what are the rules that we are using? First rule as well as the second, third rule as well as the first rule, second rule. Okay, children. Third rule is that when the light ray travels parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it passes through the focal point. And second rule is that when the light ray is passing through the optic center, it is undeviated. Normally, in most of the cases, we will be using of the second rule, children, to draw the ray diagram. It is easy. That is, when light ray passing through the optic center, it is undeviated. Okay, children. Therefore, here, children, here we have seen that when the light ray is passing through the optic center, it is undeviated. That is the second rule. And as well as the third rule is that when a light ray travels parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it passes through the focal point. Therefore, as the two light rays exactly they meet at a C, they will be meeting at a C, children. Okay, this is about the what ray diagram when the object is placed on C. Okay children, right. Next, we completed the object placed at infinity, beyond C, on C. When the placed in between C and F. Okay, in between C and F. Children, see a ray diagram of the convex lens when the object is placed in between of C and F. Now look at here children. Here F1, C1, F2, C2. Object is in between of C and F. Object is in between. Same light ray traveling parallel to the principal axis. Third rule, passing through the focal point. Not only this third rule and second rule children, we can draw with other rules also, but whereas these are easy. Okay, next. Here what we are getting children? A dash B dash. A dash B dash is the image children. AB is the object, A dash B dash is the image. Here we are using of the third rule, that is when a light ray travels parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it passes through the focal point. And the second rule is that when the light ray is passing through the optic center, it is undeviated children. Therefore here we are using as the image is formed beyond the C1, beyond C1, and here the size of the image is it enlarged or diminished? It is enlarged children. Okay, enlarged. And here when we are drawing the ray diagrams, arrow marks plays very important role. Why? Because arrow marks indicate that how the light ray is traveling, children. Okay, here the image is formed beyond C. Image is formed beyond C. It forms of the real. Why real? Why? Because actually the light rays are meeting. Real, inverted and enlarged. Okay children, here real, inverted, enlarged children. Okay, here when the ray diagram of the convex lens, when the object is placed in between of C and F. When the object is placed in between of C and F, the image is formed, okay, beyond C. Real image, inverted image, enlarged image children. Okay children. Okay, this is about the ray diagram when the object is placed in between of C and F. In between C and F children. Okay, as in the first case we learned about when the object is placed on C. When the object is placed on C, the image is formed beyond C. Okay, when the object is placed on C, the image is also formed on C. Okay children. And here when the object is placed in between of C and F, this is a case where object is placed in between of C and F, where the image is formed, okay, beyond C. Okay children. Therefore first we learned that first case when the object is at infinity, the image is formed on F. And the second case is that when the object is beyond C, the image is formed between C and F. And the third case is that when the object is placed on C, the image is also formed on C children. Okay, and when the object is placed between C and F, the image is formed beyond C. Okay children. Therefore here, as we learned in the case of mirrors, also we learned that how the images are forming. Okay, as I said that all the remaining will be the same. That means properties will be the same, but in the case of mirrors, it is of concave mirror. In the case of here, it is in the convex lens. Okay children, only the diagram differs. As well as the ray diagrams, arrow marks indicates very important role children. Arrow marks plays very important role. Therefore you should practice the diagrams perfectly children. All the cases you should perfectly practice children. Okay, you should be familiar with the diagrams of the lenses children. Okay, remaining we'll be learning in the next class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.